manifestation, manifest destiny, manifesting what I want in the universe. Right, but what do we do? What are we manifesting? The sons of God. What is being revealed? Who the sons of God really are? That's the true manifestation in the universe. The manifestation of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, from the beginning of the kingdom. Thou hast the dew of thy youth. So just like the dew manifests in the morning, it just pops up out of nowhere.
Right.
Next thing they look, they're going to see the Lord's army on this earth. Just like we popped up out of nowhere now. They see us.
Right.
Revelations 11, their eyes shall see us, you know.
So now they're witnessing the manifestation of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahushua through his men.
Yeah, and the Lord knows their hearts, so he knows that they fear us. Now, what did he say? Great fear fell upon them that fall.
Come.
But they ain't showing us that fear, though. They come up here all aggressive. Let me size you up. You see? Am I taller than you? No, back your ass.
Yeah, man, that's my eat show.
Pray for me.
Don't worry about it. Find somebody else to do it.
I'm pretty cool. Cool job.
You finished that? All right. Anybody else got a precept?
It's Ezekiel 37 and verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Right. And guess what? The best army is the army that fights on their knees, man. Praying. How did we come up as a great exceeding army? Did we forcefully do that? No, we did that by faith. How is the manifestation of the sons of God being formulated? Through faith. How is the covenants being established? Through faith. All right? That's just it. There's no way around it, man. And faith is such a beautiful thing because I'm glad our mind was pulled out of this wicked place. I don't have to believe that they're going to create a way, the government going to create a way for us to have a better life on earth. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
You go into that voter booth and
vote for change, man. Change your ass out my face.
Hey, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation.
Ooh, the hope of salvation. Because even though we know salvation is going to come, there's still hope. We're hoping to be a part of that. So guess what? We got to give diligence to make our calling and election sure, man. Go ahead.
Verse 9. For Yahawah have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahawah Mashiach.
So understanding that he didn't appoint us to wrath, that makes you be like, you know what? I need to change my behavior on this earth because he didn't appoint me to destruction, so I need to live according to salvation. Right? Then he appointed them to wrath, so you keep doing what you're doing over there. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got something for you. He got something for me too. I'm going to go this way. That's the kind of mindset we need to have, man. And that's what faith is going to give us. We're gonna mess up sometime. But guess what? There's correction in that, man. There's correction in that. And it's a struggle, but the struggle is real, but the struggle is character building, man. Because he's formulating you into being a God on this earth. We're going to be gods in this realm. The only thing we're missing right now, we got the spirit. We need the body that goes along with the spirit. And then laws in our inward parts. And then it's complete. Then it's complete when the Yahawah puts that crown on our heads and we come back on this earth, kicking ass and taking names.
we got the software, but not the hardware.
Yeah, we got the software. Well, the software needs an update.
God.
The software needs an update. And then we're going to get the hardware that goes along with it. And it's going to be all fitly formed together. I like that. All right, you got a
1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 5. That your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Yahawah.
Yeah, because there's no faith in the wisdom of man. Because, like, it can't no man on this earth come forth with something that make it come to pass. It can't no man on this earth save nobody.
Case in point, those individuals that was up here earlier.
Right.
They weren't bringing out any scripture. They weren't like, no, everyone can be saved. Let me bring out this, da. No, they weren't. Everything that the Hakim said, they was like, no, this is going to happen. Thus saith the Lord. They'll bring out the scripture. They would just say, well, I'm Egyptian. They spew things out of their own heart.
Slakia, you notice that she kept holding the name Jesus, even when we told her the truth. When we said Yahawah shot.
Cause that's what made us our enemy, because we told her the truth.
Yeah. Hey,
Shine that light. She was ran into the darkness.
hey, as soon as we gave her that name, the Lord reached in the mouth. Give me that shit. You can't have this. Nope, nope.
Spit it out.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Vomit it up.
And gave it to the other girl.
You say, what the hell you say when your son was making noise and your little daughter grabbed his
Oh,
mouth?
yeah, she grabbed his mouth.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord did. That's what the Lord did to us. Just like you, oh,
Tried to snatch his lips off.
give me this shit.
But it all comes with faith. Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountain. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. And the name of the Lord is our resting place, because you know that's a strong tower. We run to it and we feel safe. They feel safe under a false name. A false, you know, that foundation's gonna get torn down. And that's gonna be their shame and their confusion when the Lord starts throwing down judgment in this place.
All right, go ahead. Somebody get any more precepts? All right. All right, you go ahead and bring it out. Somebody get Romans chapter 10, verse. Did we already do that? Romans 10 and 27?
I think so. I think.
All right, Matthew 7 and 24.
Matthew 7 and 21.
7 and 24.
7 and 24.
Yeah.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock.
Right. So, like, you know, the society wants to dumbfound everybody and dumb down everybody to where they can just control them. You know, you just walk around clueless as to what the agenda that they have behind the scenes, behind the curtains, right? But what happens when you start building yourself in wisdom? You start creating a separation, right? Even carnal knowledge. You got a lot of people that are against the government because of the things that they know about the government. But imagine the people that are separating themselves even more through the Spirit of the Lord, man. Through the wisdom of Yahawah. That's beautiful. Because you're a creature, you're a supreme being of itself. Yes, something you want to say?
The people who separate themselves from the American government because they know what the American government does, but they'll align themselves with another political fraction. They'll be like, oh, the American government is capitalist, so we need to get away from capitalism. We need to go to socialism or this ism or that ism. Not knowing that we need to go to the spirit of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahweh. That's what we should. That's what we should be aligning ourselves with.
Right. But the ones that don't have that true understanding, all right, will not be able to align themselves with that. All right. Keep going on that. Oh, that was it on Matthew. Keep going.
Verse 25. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And every one that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
Right. So it was a foundation that had to be set up through Yahawah in order for us to be able to attain to salvation. You know, we're going to make it there through faith because the Lord had put his wrath upon us, right? But it's like this, like, you know, when you're correcting somebody, you chastise them, you beat them down to their lowest point, but then you build them up. And that's what the Lord did to us. But he put us on a sturdy foundation by doing that. Somebody get Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 28.
This is Jeremiah chapter 31.
Start at 27.
Verse 27. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahawah, that I will sow the house of Israel and the house of Judah with the seed of man and with the seed of beast. And it shall come to pass that like as I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict, so will I watch over them to build and to plant, saith Yahawah.
Boom. So he tore us down and brought us to our lowest point, right? To where we couldn't do nothing. Matter of fact, hold it right there. Romans 8 and 20, please. He put us in a position where only way we're gonna get out is to hope our way out.
This is Romans chapter 8, verse 20. For the creature.
So the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're the Most High's chosen people. Father's name is Yahawah. Son's name is Yahawah. We are the gods that roam this earth. We almost out of here, buddy. Go ahead.
Romans 8 and 20. For the creature was made.
And that's why he had to tear us down and build us back up in righteousness, man. All right. So now put us in a situation that we're only way to get out is hope. Go ahead.
Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahawah.
So the Lord had to show us this is what sin is gonna get you, right? Now we're at our lowest point. Now I can work with you right here. I can build something strong out of this. Let me sit you on this sturdy foundation called Yahawah. You know, and that's why and that's what we have our faith in, and that's what's gonna bring us back to the Father and set us in our righteous state, so we'll be spiritually walking around like this. Not even spiritually, but we'll be physically walking around like this too. But it won't be in vain. All right?
For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now.
Until now. Now, then that's when the manifestation of the Son of God is going to be revealed on the whole earth. Go ahead.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 9 and verse 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. I just wanted to bring that up because the bishop was going into how the Lord placed us in a position to where we can't do nothing but have hope within the Lord Yahawah Shem Yahawah. Search the history. Our people are trying to get up out of this captivity every way possible, man. Politics, e-commerce, revolutionary, guns, so on and so forth, man. Mm-hmm. But they have all failed because our only hope in salvation from this place is within the Lord Yahawah Shem Yahawah.
God, that goes into when it says in the book of Deuteronomy, no man shall buy you, man, going into the Redeemer, all right? The only Redeemer that we have is the Lord Yahawah Shem Yahawah, man. That's why we must seek after him while he may be found, because once his grace period is closed, hey shit, then it's off with your head then, man. Go inquire to the God that you have chosen. Let them deliver you in your time of tribulation, man. Because the Lord Yahawah Shem Yahawah gave the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans ample amount of time to turn back and repent to him, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's just it. So the Lord had to break us down, tear us down because of transgressions, but then he's going to build us back up in righteousness through the spirit of Yahawah. All right, somebody get James chapter 1, verse 21.
James chapter 1, verse 21. Wherefore, lay apart all filthiness and super filthy of naughtiness, and receive with meekness in a grafted word, which is able to save your soul.
Right. That pulling away from this world is the best thing that the Lord did for us to give us salvation, man. Because if you still wrapped up in worldly shit while you're trying to be in His truth, that shit's gonna lead you straight to your destruction. So the Lord says, "Hey, read it again."
James chapter 1,
All the way to 25.
Wherefore, lay apart all filthiness and super filthiness of naughtiness, and receive the meekness of the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul.
Right, so receive the meekness of the word, which is able to save your soul, man. That's how we get to salvation. Coming meek and in spirit like Yahawah, attaining to wise counsel, seeking out the wisdom of the ancient of Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 22, but be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Yeah, because you become like believing in the foolishness that we were once a part of, right? Being involved with this malicious things that are involved in the world, man. And and we become confusing ourselves, thinking we still in the truth when we out doing crazy shit. But we got to keep our mind set on the calling of Yahawah Shem Yahawah and being examples of what righteousness is, man. Keep going.
Verse 23, for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
Right, so that's why we got to hold on to that image of the Lord, right? Which is the spirit of Yahawah Bashim Yahushai, and keep looking in that man in the mirror and obtain unto that all the way to the end. Because if you do that shit and you walk away from that mirror, you're gonna forget the rut and the ditch that the Lord pulled you out of, and you're gonna go right back onto it. So you got to hold on to that faith and have faith that the Lord is gonna preserve us and keep us away from the stuff that the path that we were going down to destroy us. And it's going to take an ample amount of faith for you to hold on to be able to make those conscious and right decisions in the heat of trouble or in the furnace of adversity. Because this world is trying to tear you apart to make you lose your faith, man. Go ahead.
Verse 25. Whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the word, this man shall be blessed in his deed. If any man among you seem to be religious, and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain.
Right, you got to bridle your tongue. The tongue is a fiery member that could set forth fires, man. Even though the tongue's so small, boy, you could destroy a whole house with the tongue, boy.
Hey,
With the things you say, go ahead.
case in point, everything that you were saying, anything that any of the Akim were saying to that lady was up, yeah, right, yeah. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Humble thyself like a child, and just be quiet, because that tongue is what ultimately condemned her. Is what everything that she was speaking.
Right.
Real quick, that's what the police say. Anything all you say or do can be used
Hey, and that works in the law of Yahawah too.
Shit.
Remember that shit you said? Remember that? Mm-hmm.
Hey, cuz we're gonna be justified by our saying, so the shit that you say will be held against. Hey,
Yeah.
That's what you better watch what you say, man.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be account. You gotta give account for every word you say and every deed that you do. The Lord will be watching you. All right, you go all the way to 25.
Oh yeah, we at 26.
All right, somebody get Ecclesiastes 9 and 14.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 14. There was a little city and a few men within, and there came a great king against it and besieged it and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he, by his wisdom, delivered the city, yet no man remembered that same poor man.
Right, and that's that's what we're dealing with right now, man. This great king Esau, right? That laid siege on the city of Israel, spiritually, right? You got the poor wise man that's coming to deliver the city, meaning the men of the Lord through Yahawah. It takes faith because nobody looks at us for our wisdom, man. They look at our wisdom as foolishness. So it takes great faith because ain't nobody going, hoorah, hoorah. We're not getting none of that. Matter of fact, we're actually getting contention from the ones that we're trying to get salvation to. You know? So what's going to keep us driving? Faith. What's going to keep us going? Faith. What's going to keep us believing? Faith. Go ahead. All the way to 18.
Verse 16 of Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard.
The words of the poor man's wisdom are not heard. The prime example, them individuals standing up here in front of us. The poor man's wisdom is despised. But if we had on three-piece suits, Armani suits, and Stacey Adams on, you know what I'm saying?
Show y'all my pair.
if we had a white horse tied up over the tree over there waiting on us to ride off into the sunset, they might have listened to us. Oh yes. Maybe I should have did that first. They might have listened. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Sirach, chapter 14, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this And if he stumbled, they will help to overthrow him.
Can you imagine if Bishop Nate and Apostle Hart had a debate? Every time Bishop Nate would stand up to say something, this man said the image. Oh my gosh.
Oh damn.
Was it passionate? Oh my gosh. Whatever he was saying, right? And they was, oh, he got it, right? But then Apostle Hart speaks, or anybody, you know. I just use those two as an example because, you know, Apostle Hart being over, you know what I'm saying, GMS, and, you know, Bishop Nate being over wickedness, as an example, you know what I'm saying? But nobody's gonna want to. Nobody listens to us because, like, we don't have the broad and phylacteries on the garments. We're not flashy. Cause we don't do it for the money, bro. We do it for the faith and for the hope. Yeah, so go ahead.
They don't listen to us because we ain't making merchandise of them. We ain't charging them no money. You know, we ain't trying to be out here shining and we ain't carnal. So, you know, a lot of people, that's what they really want to keep that carnality, but want to try to incorporate Yahawah Shai in that. They want to try to incorporate the spirit in that, and that don't work. That's just like the brother said, the bishop said, rather trying to make a soup sandwich. You trying to get things, a soup is liquid. You can't put that on a sandwich and make a sandwich and eat it. It's just gonna soggy up your bread. You'll get nowhere.
Right.
But like the bishop was saying, somebody like Nate that messed up that breakdown, talking about the image that was speaking was their movies, but then when Elder Apostle Hart break it down the right way, and they ain't listen. They want to call him a nigga and all this other stuff.
But hey, time will do tell.
This is Luke chapter 6, starting at verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. And as the bishop and the other brother was saying, man, we can be sitting up here speaking this, that, and the third. We can be telling the whole truth, which we do, you know. Hey, but yet 2/3 of our people, or anybody within itself, they don't want to hear. Oh man, I ain't worried about that. Hey, shit, you heard TD Jake said, or you heard what Creflo Steal Your Dollar said, whatever the case may be, man. As long as it's not a true man of the Lord, all right. They rather hear what they have to say and extol that to the stars, man.
Man, and we get persecuted, right, to the point of like we might be down on one knee, like fight almost knocked out of us. But like, remember the movie Endgames? Right at the end, I actually shedded a kind of tear like that when they thought they were finna be defeated and everybody else showed up. That's how it's gonna be when Yahawah Shai shows up, man. That's exactly how it's gonna be. Well, it's gonna be like we on that last leg where we're trying to give that one last hoorah. We still gonna throw that one haymaker. Then all of a sudden we gonna hear them trumpets blowing, and Yahawah Shai busting them clouds wide open. That's exactly how it's gonna be. So it's a beautiful thing for the persecution that we're gonna go through, because the Lord's getting pissed off. He's getting pissed off because he's finna start shaking some shit. He's gonna shake some shit up and move some furniture around. He's gonna scare some people now. Go ahead.
Verse 26 of Luke 6, it says, "Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets." Hey, and that's self-explanatory, man. You know. Hey, let's use them for example again. IUIC, ISUPK, GOCC, Zabak, them.
Sakari.
Hey, Sakari, yep. Hey, you know, hey, woe unto you when all men shall speak of you, man. Hey, and so forth, the forefathers did too to the false prophets, you know. All right, hey, why? Because, hey, you speaking unto them smooth things, shit that they want to hear, you know, to continually give them that uplift instead of the uplift of the Lord Yahawah Shai, man. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, hey, this isn't about us, it's about the Lord Yahawah Shai, man. Hear the conclusion of the whole matter, man. To fear the Lord Yahawah Shai and keep his law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. Getting out here and exalting him. All right, we're not worried about if this individual is set here to like us or not. Hey, man.
Hey, man, don't like me. Just hear the message. I don't care. Because I ain't got nothing to do with it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just here as a vessel being used to distribute the word of Yahawah Shai and hoping that the job that I'm doing is good enough to get me salvation. You don't got to like me, bro. Cause I'm not even coming at you through the flesh anyway. I'm coming after that spirit that's within inside you. That's battling against the flesh. That's what I'm trying to pull at. Fuck all the, forget all the rest of that stuff. Sorry. All right. That was it. All right. Somebody get how far did we get in James? Oh no, we did that. Yeah. Did we get? Yeah, you went all the way to 18.
Oh, right. That's why I was going back to.
All right.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Start back from 16. It says, "Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. The words of wise men are heard in quiet, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools."
Right. So we're in that solemn assembly where only the elect gonna hear them those words, so they're said in quiet. Even though we cry out aloud, it's really a whisper unto the elect, man. It's like a whisper in their ear. That's why old boy turned back, because that calling was like, oh, what is that? You shall hear a voice behind you say, "This is the way," right? And that's what we're doing. We're crying aloud, sparing not. We're giving out judgment and salvation around here. Which one you want?
Verse 18, Ecclesiastes chapter 9. "Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyeth much good."
And that's why it says oh shoot.
That's Nathan.
Yeah. You can't have no. It's a little something. Hold on, let me get it.
A little level.
No, not that one. It's similar to that, but it's you can't have no lie in the truth. But it's it's one that says you can't have no form of a lie in the truth, but it's another one that says a little
No
bit of.
undefiled thing shall dwell within her.
No, I got it. It's hold on. Oh man, if somebody got a precept, go ahead and bring it out. I'll find it.
This is 2 Peter, because we was going into the false prophets. This 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. "But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord Yahawah that brought them, and bring up on themselves swift destruction." Just wanted to bring that out, because that's exactly what the boy from IUIC is doing. Bishop Nathan State, bringing in damnable heresies, man.
Ecclesiastes 10:1. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 1. "Dead flies cause the ointment of the apocryphy to send forth a stink savor."
Apothecary, that's like a physician.
Shocking. Apothecary. Like, all right. It says, "So doeth a little folly in him that is in repetition for wisdom and honor."
Reputation.
Shocking. Reputation for wisdom and honor. So just like how the Israelite that didn't want to make it seem like it, even though they were giving him lamb, everybody else thought he had pork. He didn't want his rapport in Israel of known as being a righteous man tarnished, right? So because Eleazar, he didn't want it to be tarnished, man. Just like we don't want the Lord's word to be tarnished, so we come in pure truth, man. Because any little form of a lie is going to distort the whole message. So you can't put any form of a lie into the truth. Somebody said, "Please up." All right, go ahead.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, 29. "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers." So let no corrupt communication. Corrupt communication means lies. Anything contrary to the doctrine. Don't let that come out of your mouth when you teach it. But what's supposed to come out of your mouth, that which is good, that is meet for use and for edifying the people that's hearing you, so they can be built up, so that they can know and understand the right path to walk on, and understand the right doctrine to believe in and stand on. So don't let no corrupt communication come out of your mouth. That means don't let no lies come out of your mouth while you speaking the truth of Yahawah, because no lies of the truth.
Right, that's why you always need to be mindful of the things you say out your mouth, making sure you're speaking the truth, man. All right. Somebody get 2 Corinthians 10:3.
2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Right.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahawashi Mashiach.
Right. Right. So how do we do that? How do we govern ourselves through that? To do that through faith, man, because we're going into a fight where we're outnumbered. And we got to have faith to be that the Lord gave us, equipped us with the right weapons and tools that we need to do the job that He administered us to do. You know, and it takes faith to do that. It takes faith to continue doing that. It takes faith not to get prideful. How about that one? It takes faith. It takes faith not to give up.
Verse 6.
Yeah, it takes faith not to be a lion in their own household.
Right. It takes faith not to be a lion. It takes faith to be like, okay, one day everything's going to be in order because Yahawah said so. Yahawah said so. So when we try to force things in our and control things ourselves, we start to fool in our damn selves. And that causes us to have faith within ourselves, not in what the Creator that sent us to do the job. So we gotta have faith. We have to have faith that even though we got all these fiery darts being thrown at us, that the Lord's gonna block them all. You know, and that's the level of faith that we're gonna have to have. All right. We went all the way to 6.
No, this is the last verse, verse 6. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
When our obedience is fulfilled, we have it ready to avenge all disobedience, man. So we have to cleanse ourselves first. And then go cleanse everybody else. Then go, you know what I'm saying, lay the hammer down on everybody else, giving away their salvation or giving them their judgment. Either or. But we can't do it in pride, thinking like, yeah, we're the one moving the furniture around. No, it's the Lord doing it. Like, we ain't picked up nan chair. The Lord did it all Himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because we see things happening, it's because of Him. It ain't really what we said. It's in the power of what we said through Him. He's doing the talking. It's just, it might be coming out of our mouth, but He's doing the talking. We got to understand that.
Raise up stones to worship Him.
Right, man. 2 Corinthians 3 and 4 and 3.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, and whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahawah HaMashiach, who is the image of Yahawah, should shine unto them.
Right, can you imagine being in a dark room, right, and you cowered up with some individuals, and all of y'all are scared, and they start looking at you like, because you're that light, and they start looking to you for guidance. That's a responsibility that's given unto us by Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. And the number one thing we have to have faith in is ourselves, man. So if the Lord chose us to be our destiny, we can't doubt. We got to move according to doubt. We have to move according to His will and His word, not doubting ourselves, thinking that we're not worthy. If He chose us to be worthy, who are we to say that we're not when He said that we are?
If we don't believe in ourselves, we don't believe in the Lord. The same way the Lord came unto Moses and was like, you're going to be the ambassador, speak unto the Pharaoh. He said, no, you got the wrong person. I'll be stuttering. I'm really not eloquent speak. He said, I made your mouth. I will put my words inside of your mouth. So we need to 100% lean on the words of the Lord, and He's gonna take care of everything.
And he got help by Aaron, like his brother Aaron, because his brother Aaron was like the eloquent speaker, so to speak. So imagine if Moses was like, nah, this is the Lord told me.
And Aaron was familiar with the people.
Right.
So Aaron, the one that introduced him to the people.
Yeah.
So not only that, you have help. All right, so we aren't just alone in this.
That was all the way to 4. 4. Okay. Somebody get Hebrews 11 and 6 again. That'll be the last one.
Hebrews.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Psalm chapter 84, verse 12. O Yahawah of hosts, of armies, blessed is the man that trusts in thee. And when you look up the word trust, you're going to find out that it has to, you got to have confidence, and you got to be bold. And the reason you want to trust is because Yahawah Shem Yahushua, to the beginning of time, all the way to now, they've been consistent in their words and in their actions.
So the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're Israelites of the Holy Bible. The Most High's chosen people, man. We have to have hope and faith in that He's going to deliver us in our time of trouble. All right? Hebrews.
It's in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to Yahawah must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
So to diligently seek the Lord is a reward in that, man. We need to understand that. To diligently seek the Lord, there's a reward in that. You have to have faith that the reward is coming. Go ahead.
Verse 7. By faith Noah, being warned of Yahawah of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith.
Right. So, keep going.
By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out not knowing whither he went.
Right. He didn't know where he's going. He just followed the Lord. He didn't know where he's going, man. Moses didn't know how he was going to deliver the people. He didn't know the Most High was going to make him look like a god in front of Pharaoh. So you want something?
The scripture you read, Noah moving in fear, building the ark. Those individuals who came up, they weren't moving in fear. She was saying, "Oh, that's not the good news." She wants to be spoken unto smooth things, prophesy to see. She wants to put hands on people and speaking.
I put hands on them.
Right. But she wants to be prophesied the seats unto and spoken unto smooth things. All right, they don't. This is the good news, but it's only good news unto Israel.
Man, listen, the elder said it best in one of his previous lessons that he recently did. When people like with the followers of Bishop Big Bucks, whatever his name was, that got robbed. Whitehead, right? So now, they those individuals that followed that, they love to be drained. They love to be sucked dry. So they go to another form of way that they're going to be bamboozled, because that's within them. It doesn't feel normal if something righteous is given to them, because they want to be deceived, man.
Just like when they show what's the name? Swallowed. What's the name? TJ. When they show his church and wasn't nobody, it's like, but they showed his church during the Diddy allegations, and there wasn't nobody in his church. You think that those people those people didn't be like, oh, the name is Yahawah, the name is Yahawah. They just went to a different church.
A different form of they went to a different leech to get their blood sucked out. They went to a different vampire. Yep. Suck the life out of them. Keep going in that Hebrews.
Oh, sluck. My bad. This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 9. By faith is sojourn in the land of promise, as in the strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with them of the same promise.
No, keep going.
For he looked for a city which have foundations, whose builder and maker is Yahawah.
So that's what we look for, and that's what we're establishing, New Jerusalem, right? In spirit, and pretty soon that structure is going to be fully built and come down from heaven and set in their own land, and we're going to go around kicking ass. All right?
Kicking ass and taking names.
Kicking ass and taking names. But the thing about it is, we're not going to be tyrants doing it. It's all going to be done to set proper order on the earth, to beautify the earth. All right? To beautify the earth. Go ahead. That was it.
Verse 11?
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 11 of Hebrews chapter 11 Through faith also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed and was delivered of a child when she was past age. Past age, because she judged him with faithful who had promised.
Keep going.
Verse 12, therefore sprang there even of one in him as good as dead, so many as the stars of the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable.
Right, so that Abraham was told that that's the seed was going to be before he even had a child. And he believed that through faith, man. And that's the amount of faith that we have to have in this thing that we're doing, being the men of the Lord. We have to have that abundance of faith, that we can move that mountain out of the way, man. All it takes is just the faith is a grain of mustard seed to move the mountain out of the way. And that's a great responsibility. Faith is a gift, man. Faith is a gift. You have to accept it, man. Some people don't accept gifts, but the gift of the fool is not going to do you any good. But the gift that comes from Yahawah is going to last you forever, man. And that's the gift that we hold on to, and that gift is faith. And that gift will lead us to salvation.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 14. And blessed is the eunuch with his hands have wrought no iniquity, nor imagined wicked things against the Most High. For unto him shall be given the special gift of faith and an inheritance in the temple of the Lord, Yahawah Bashem Yahushua, more acceptable to his mind. So come, man, just like the bishop was saying, man, the special gift of faith, man. You know, hey, in order for you to get in the club owner has to give you a ticket to get in. You know? So with that being said, man, hey, you ain't gonna be able to get into those gates without the Lord Yahawah Bashem Yahushua giving you that key in order to be able to get in. That's through faith, man. And that's also how he's gonna separate the sheep from the goats, man. You know, the sheep is gonna have faith, the goats shit.
Hey,
they gonna be goated down here in that fire, man.
Your name got to be on the list. Your name got to be in the book of life. And so the bouncers, they got two books in front of them: the book of death and the book of life. And you like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be in here. I was like, they look at you, oh, your name in the book of life. All right, come on. Somebody wicked be like, I'm supposed to be in here. They be like, no, you not.
Hey,
well, I see you on the list, but not this list.
Hey, check this out. Back in the day when I was like DJing and stuff like that, I could go any place in Jacksonville, walk straight in, didn't have to stand in line, didn't even get patted down, right? A couple times individuals used to try to walk in with me, talking about I'm with him. They were like, nah, he with himself. You know what I'm saying? But that's how people gonna try to say I'm with them. No, they're with the Lord. You were over there. You were over there.
Your own island.
I saw you eat a pork chop last week.
Right.
The angels gonna do the separating.
Yeah, angels gonna do the separating, man. So you ain't gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, skip the line or try to get in. You can't pay for this VIP line.
Hey, God, how you with him? He with me, and I ain't give out no +1.
So that's it. The level of faith that we need to hold on to, and it's beautiful, man. Faith is refreshing. Faith is refreshing. Faith will keep you sound. Put it that way. Faith will really keep you sound, man, because it's gonna take faith for us, to maintain our composure sometimes, man. We gotta rely on that faith and be patient and wait on the Lord, and have faith that what the things that He said, because He said, "Let vengeance be mine." So ain't nothing we can do to these people that the Lord can do. So we gotta wait on the Lord for him to get busy and do His business, man. You know. All right, any more precepts? All right, go ahead.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Right, and he's trying to devour the saints, man. And we got faith no matter how much he tries to devour us, the Lord Yahawah Bashem Yahushua is going to protect us, man.
Hey, I got the definition of diligence. It says keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulty. We on the straight gate, narrow way. It's all kind of obstacles, gutters, straps, nails, and everything else you can fall in, and fall back into this world. So we gotta be careful. Like we on the construction site, you gotta have that armor on at all times. Or you gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gonna get injured, hurt.
Yeah, you better have on your hard hat. Yeah. Any more precepts?
I got one.
All right, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah, chapter 31, Salakia, verse 35. And I wanted to bring this out earlier when those people were up here, but I didn't get the chance. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahawah, the Lord of hosts, Yahawah is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith Yahawah, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever." So all those ordinances that we see is a shine on my face. All those ordinances are still in order. They're still doing what the Lord commanded them to do. So that means that the nation of Israel is not only still a nation, but it's also the nation of promise, and it's also who Yahawah shall die for.
And that's just it, man. So they're the only ones that are going to be able to have faith, man. To have that spirit of power and love and of a sound mind. Any more precepts? All right, well, that concludes the lesson, man. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to serve this purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahawah Shem Yahushai. And as we close it out, we'd like to give all glory and praise and honor to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit of truth in the proper Hebrew tongue. Let's say, Kal, Halayim, La, Yahawah, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah, Quadash, Ma. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and our elder Yahawah as well. Salutations to the arching that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahawah Shem Yahushai. Shalom.
Shalom. That was the first time I can't hear you. Can you talk a little louder?